We are headed to Malmö, Sweden today. One of those things we just happened to stumble on. It was a really good coincidence.
When I get out, you just need a bit from there.
I was just about to start my vlog for today and Hannah's in the background saying, "Hi vlog!" So I started laughing, but yes, hi vlog, good morning everybody. We are just headed out now. It is 9:45. We're always late, and as ever, I'm always the first person up and the first person ready, but it is what it is. We're just waiting on everyone else now, still waiting. Can't even get everyone down the stairs on time, and doing a little passport check because we are headed to Malmö, Sweden today, so we will need our passports to get from Denmark into Sweden. We're going to go across a really big long bridge that was built between the two countries, which still kind of blows my mind. It is so funny. But first we're going to head to a pastry place for breakfast and do a little bit more of Denmark, I think. Revisit some of the places we saw on the first day, but do it a little bit slower because we did kind of whiz around. And we would like to go inside the roundhouse while it's quiet because it's a Friday morning rather than a Saturday, and apparently it gets really busy on Saturdays, so that is where we're headed now. Finally, everybody is all following me and we're actually out. Made it, eventually.
Our first stop of the day was the Round Tower. I kept wanting to call it the Roundhouse or the Round Table, but no, it's definitely called the Round Tower, and it's located in the centre of a busy shopping street in Copenhagen, and its height makes it pretty hard to miss. Now, looking at the tower from the outside, we were slightly concerned about the journey up, but we were pleased to discover that there were actually no stairs inside the tower itself. Instead, it was built with a large, wide spiral slope leading all the way up to the top, with only a few steps to reach the roof so you could see views across the whole of Copenhagen. Apparently it was built this way so that the horses and their chariots could race up the tower back in the 17th century. How cool is that? We were really lucky to have a good weather day because the views from the top of the tower were phenomenal, but I'm sure the views at night are just as impressive because the tower was actually built as an astronomical observatory, making it one of the oldest functioning observatories in Europe.
Action!
Here we are at the top of the Round Tower in Copenhagen. As you can see, I'm about to get blown away. It is quite windy. Yes, it was really windy, and once again my voiceover was destroyed by the wind. But I guess I'll try to provide a little bit of a commentary now instead. At the top of the tower there were 360-degree views of Copenhagen, and we were all trying to point out the various sites that we'd visited so far, such as the shopping street Strøget and the dock Nyhavn, and we even managed to spot some of the rides at Tivoli Gardens hidden amongst a bunch of cranes in the distance. I'd also like to say a big thank you to my cameraman and creative director Paige Y for following me around and filming me as I rambled and struggled to point out any of the actual sites we'd visited.
Actually tour guide us. That's well, it was meant to be a marble church, wasn't it? But they didn't finish building it properly, so then they had to finish it off with limestone. Fun fact that we learned from Tim's dad yesterday. That concludes the tour because I've got nothing else to say. Woo! Wait, I'll try. Oh, there. Oh. That's the amusement park we were at yesterday, right there. You can kind of see the roller coaster.
That's the big drop one.
Yeah, that's the big drop, and then you can kind of that's the demon, right? Yeah.
After the round tower, we decided to split up into smaller groups to explore the shopping streets. The girls and I wanted to head to the clothes shops, obviously. Some of the boys wanted to grab hot dogs, and some of the others wanted to go to the game stores. However, just as we dispersed, we noticed this loud clacking noise coming down the street and turned to see the Royal Guards marching along. It turns out they were performing the changing of the guard, where the Danish guard marched from Rosenborg Castle to Amalienborg Palace. We were so lucky to be in the right place at the right time and decided to follow the guards like the rest of the crowd on their journey to the palace. We crossed the street to tell the others because we figured they'd want to see the changing of the guard too. But much to our surprise, they thought that we were pranking them. Turns out they were so absorbed in buying their hot dogs from this little van at the side of the street that they completely missed the guards marching past, and they thought we were completely making it up to try and make fun of them. Even if they didn't see the guards, we couldn't work out how they didn't hear them first because the clacking of their shoes was so loud. But somehow we managed to convince the boys we were actually telling the truth, and with a little bit of fast-paced walking, we managed to catch up with the guards and the rest of the tourists and locals who were also following the troop down to the palace. At this point there was already quite a large crowd gathered, so unfortunately some of us needed a little bit of a boost up to see. Though I think Will and Paige might have got a little bit mixed up as to who was meant to be giving who a piggyback.
So we have just managed to catch the changing of the guard. You can see it behind me. This is the Danish Royal Palace, and I managed to capture on video the whole of the guard changing, and we managed to follow them the whole walk here as well, which was so cool. Like, I didn't think we'd be able to get so close, but we were literally marching behind them, and you can see them right there. And we also managed to catch the Danish royal family on that balcony right there. No, I'm just kidding. We managed to catch one of the boys out and convince them that we'd seen the royal family when we hadn't. Yeah, very, very gullible, but it was a funny prank.
Who's got your photo of the guard? Like,
Yeah,
they live here.
yeah. Oh, I also managed to catch a really great live photo of the guard raising his sword as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, really good photo opportunity, and I feel like this is kind of one of those things we just happened to stumble on. It was a really good coincidence that we managed to catch it. But the sun is very bright. It's not going to be a great vlog clip, but. By magic, we are now no longer in Denmark, but in Sweden. Oh, everyone's getting excited. We just got off the train. yeah, we're now in Malmö, which was so cool because of the bridge that goes all the way across from Denmark to Sweden, and you go across the sea, which I feel like I've already told you. I'm feeling a bit frazzled and a bit sleepy, and I could do with a nap, so I don't know what I have or have not said already. But yes, very, very cool taking the train across the sea and looking out either side and just seeing water. A little bit scary actually when you think about it. I mean, I wasn't scared, but it's a bit of a weird feeling to think you're getting a train across water, but very, very cool. The weather is so good. We are going the wrong way as ever, should have expected it. I'm not actually sure what we're doing now. I think we're just having a bit of a wander around, but the sun has gotten out, no more rain today, so that's good to me.
After our little day trip to Sweden, we hopped back on the train and across the water again, managed to catch the sun starting to set. At this point it was pretty late in the evening, so we decided to head straight to the Meatpacking District for dinner. This didn't sound like great news to the veggies and vegans among us, but there were plenty of options for us there. This is just the historical name of the place because it used to be, as it says on the tin, a meatpacking district, but now the containers are used as pubs, bars and restaurants. We walked around for a little bit and then it really started to chuck it down with rain, so we dived straight into the first place we could find that had tables indoors, and it turned out to be this lovely Indian restaurant. The food was so tasty and we really loved the shared or communal style of eating. It was just such a nice vibe, very relaxed, chilled, and just what we needed after a busy day of running around Copenhagen and then Malmö. As ever, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Thanks for watching everybody, bye!